Hello, I am Amanda Ross. Welcome to the Sensory Bridge. If you're a parent, caregiver, or teacher supporting a child with autism or ADHD, you know that every small strategy can make a big difference. Raising a child is a multifaceted journey, filled with joys and challenges. When a child has autism or ADHD, this journey takes on unique dimensions. This guide is designed to be a resource for parents, caregivers, and educators. We'll explore how these conditions impact a child's communication, behavior, and learning. Every child is unique, and so is the experience of autism and ADHD. This guide provides strategies to meet each child's individual needs. While autism and ADHD are distinct conditions, they often co-occur, leading to complex and intertwined challenges. Children with both autism and ADHD may face heightened difficulties with social interaction, communication, sensory processing, attention, and executive function. This intersectionality necessitates a holistic approach that addresses the unique needs arising from this dual diagnosis. This guide will delve into strategies tailored to support children with both autism and ADHD, recognizing the importance of addressing their overlapping challenges. We'll explore how techniques for improving communication can be adapted for children who also struggle with attention regulation. Similarly, we'll examine how behavior management strategies can be modified to accommodate sensory sensitivities common in children with autism. Communication forms the bedrock of human connection, understanding, and social interaction. For children with autism and ADHD, communication can be both a source of immense joy and significant challenge. Unlocking the power of communication is paramount to fostering a child's ability to express their needs, desires, thoughts, and feelings, ultimately empowering them to navigate the world with greater confidence and independence. Imagine a child unable to communicate their hunger, frustration, or excitement. The inability to express oneself can lead to frustration, anxiety, and even challenging behaviors. By equipping children with the tools and strategies to communicate effectively, we open doors to a world of possibilities, enabling them to form meaningful connections, engage in learning experiences, and advocate for themselves. Alternative and augmentative communication, AAC, encompasses a broad spectrum of methods that supplement or replace spoken or written language. AAC can be a lifeline for children with autism and ADHD who have limited or no verbal communication skills, providing them with a voice and empowering them to express themselves effectively. AAC methods range from low-tech options like picture cards, visual schedules, and sign language to high-tech devices like speech-generating tablets and computers. The choice of AAC system depends on the child's individual needs, abilities, and preferences. For example, a child with fine motor difficulties may benefit from a device with larger buttons or a switch-activated system, while a child with strong visual skills might thrive using a picture-based communication app. Section 3. Visual supports. A picture speaks 1,000 words. For many children with autism and ADHD, visual information is processed more easily than auditory information. Visual supports capitalize on this strength, providing concrete representations of information that can enhance understanding, reduce anxiety, and promote independence. From simple picture cards to detailed visual schedules, visual supports can transform the way children with autism and ADHD navigate their daily lives. Imagine a child with autism struggling to follow multi-step instructions. A visual checklist with each step represented by a clear picture can break down the task into manageable chunks, reducing overwhelm and increasing the likelihood of successful task completion. Similarly, a visual schedule displayed prominently in the classroom or at home can provide predictability and structure, easing transitions and minimizing anxiety-provoking surprises. Section 1. The power of repetition, building familiarity and confidence. For children with autism and ADHD, the world can often feel unpredictable and overwhelming. Repetition serves as an anchor, providing a sense of familiarity, predictability, and security. Just as a familiar song can soothe and comfort, repeated words, phrases, and routines can help children with autism and ADHD feel more grounded and at ease. Imagine a child learning to tie their shoes. The initial attempts may be met with frustration and confusion. However, with repeated practice and gentle guidance, the once daunting task becomes second nature. Repetition builds muscle memory, not just for physical skills, but for language and cognitive processes as well. Section 2. Clear language, simple words, direct instructions. Children with autism and ADHD often process information differently than their neurotypical peers. Figurative language, idioms, and complex sentence structures can be confusing and difficult to understand. Clear, concise language, on the other hand, provides a direct path to understanding, minimizing misinterpretations and frustration. Imagine asking a child with autism, "Can you please put your toys away now?" The child might fixate on the word "can," interpreting the request as a question about their ability rather than a direct instruction. Rephrasing the request as "time to put your toys away" eliminates ambiguity and increases the likelihood of compliance. Learning to communicate effectively is a journey, not a race. Children with autism and ADHD may require more time and support to develop their communication skills. Patience, understanding, and a belief in their potential are essential ingredients for creating a positive and nurturing communication environment. Imagine a child with autism struggling to articulate a thought. Instead of rushing them or finishing their sentences, offer patient encouragement and ample time to express themselves. Celebrate their efforts, no matter how small, and focus on progress rather than perfection. Children with autism and ADHD often face challenges in expressing their needs, wants, and emotions through typical communication channels. As a result, what might appear as misbehavior is often a form of communication, a way for the child to express underlying frustration, anxiety, sensory overload, or difficulty understanding social expectations. By shifting our perspective to view behavior as communication, we gain valuable insights into the child's internal world and can respond with empathy and understanding rather than punishment or frustration. Imagine a child with autism having a meltdown in a crowded grocery store. While it might seem like a tantrum, the child might be experiencing sensory overload due to the bright lights, loud noises, and overwhelming crowds. Similarly, a child with ADHD who repeatedly interrupts during conversations might not intend to be disruptive, but rather struggles with impulse control and the ability to wait their turn. Just as a gardener prepares the soil before planting seeds, creating a supportive and structured environment is essential for fostering positive behavior in children with autism and ADHD. Proactive strategies focus on preventing challenging behaviors from occurring in the first place by anticipating potential triggers, establishing clear expectations, and providing the child with the tools and support they need to succeed. One effective proactive strategy is creating predictable routines and schedules. Children with autism and ADHD often thrive on structure and predictability. Visual schedules, timers, and clear transitions between activities can help reduce anxiety, increase cooperation, and minimize meltdowns. For example, a visual schedule might show a picture of a playground followed by a picture of a lunchbox, signaling to the child that after playtime, it's time for lunch. Section 3. Positive reinforcement nurturing desired behaviors. While proactive strategies focus on preventing challenging behaviors, positive reinforcement is a powerful tool for increasing desired behaviors. This approach centers on rewarding and acknowledging positive choices and actions, strengthening those behaviors and making them more likely to occur in the future. The key to effective positive reinforcement is to make it immediate, specific, and meaningful to the child. Imagine a child with ADHD who struggles to sit still during circle time. Instead of focusing on reprimanding the child for fidgeting, a teacher might use positive reinforcement by praising the child when they are sitting quietly, saying, "I love how you're sitting so still and listening to the story." This specific and immediate praise reinforces the desired behavior and makes it more likely that the child will repeat it. Section 1. The importance of predictability and routine. For children with autism and ADHD, the world can often feel like a whirlwind of unpredictable events and sensory experiences. Establishing predictable routines and schedules can serve as a stabilizing force, providing a sense of order, security, and control amidst the chaos. Just as a lighthouse guides ships through stormy seas, routines can help children with autism and ADHD navigate their daily lives with greater confidence and independence. Imagine a child with autism who thrives on predictability, knowing what to expect each day, from the time they wake up to the time they go to bed, can significantly reduce anxiety and increase cooperation. A consistent morning routine, for example, might involve waking up at the same time each day, getting dressed, having breakfast, and then brushing teeth all in the same order. Section 2. Breaking down tasks, small steps to success. For many children with autism and ADHD, even seemingly simple tasks can feel overwhelming and insurmountable. The key to fostering independence in these situations is to break down large or complex tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. Just as a marathon runner focuses on 1 mile at a time, children with autism and ADHD can achieve success by tackling one small step at a time. Imagine a child with ADHD struggling to get ready for school in the morning. The task might seem daunting if they focus on everything that needs to be done at once. However, by breaking down the task into smaller steps, such as getting dressed, eating breakfast, packing their backpack, and putting on their shoes, the child can approach each step with a greater sense of focus and accomplishment. Section 3. Visual supports. Guiding the way to independence. Visual supports serve as a universal language, transcending the barriers of spoken or written communication. For children with autism and ADHD, who often process visual information more easily than auditory information, visual supports can be invaluable tools for fostering independence in daily routines. From simple picture cards to detailed visual schedules, these visual aids provide clear and concrete representations of information, reducing anxiety, promoting understanding, and empowering children to navigate their world with greater confidence. Imagine a child with autism struggling to follow a multi-step routine, such as washing their hands. A visual sequence displayed near the sink, with each step illustrated by a clear picture: turning on the water, wetting their hands, applying soap, lathering, rinsing, and drying, can provide step-by-step guidance, reducing reliance on verbal prompts and fostering independence. For children with autism and ADHD, the traditional classroom environment can present a unique set of challenges. Sensory overload, difficulty focusing, and social communication struggles can make it difficult for these children to thrive academically. However, by creating a conducive learning environment that addresses their specific needs, we can unlock their potential and foster a love of learning. Imagine a classroom where fluorescent lights hum overhead, the air is filled with the chatter of classmates, and unexpected noises from the hallway constantly interrupt lessons. For a child with autism or ADHD, this sensory overload can be overwhelming, making it nearly impossible to focus on the teacher's instructions or engage with the material. Just as every child learns differently, children with autism and ADHD often benefit from individualized learning strategies that cater to their unique strengths and challenges. By understanding their learning profiles and adapting our teaching methods accordingly, we can create engaging and effective learning experiences that foster academic success. Some children with autism and ADHD are visual learners, thriving when information is presented through pictures, diagrams, and other visual aids. Others may learn best through hands-on activities, movement, or auditory input. By incorporating a variety of teaching methods and providing opportunities for students to learn through their preferred modalities, we can make learning more accessible and engaging. Supporting children with autism and ADHD is not about fixing them, but creating a world that embraces their neurodiversity, celebrates their strengths, and provides the tools they need to thrive. Every child has the potential to learn, grow, and contribute meaningfully. Navigating the world of autism and ADHD can feel overwhelming at times, but you don't have to do it alone. A wealth of resources and support networks are available to provide guidance, information, and a sense of community for parents, caregivers, and educators. Reputable organizations such as Autism Speaks, the Autism Society, and Children and Adults with Attention Deficit/Hyperactivity Disorder, ADHD, offer a plethora of resources including information about autism and ADHD, evidence-based strategies, local support groups, and advocacy tips. Connecting with other families who are navigating similar journeys can provide invaluable emotional support, practical advice, and a sense of shared understanding. I hope you found these tips helpful. And remember, every child is unique, so try different approaches and see what works best. If you enjoyed this guide, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with others who may benefit. Let us know in the comments what strategies you'd like us to cover next. And thank you for watching the Sensory Bridge. See you in the next video.